Unasikiza kazi yake tu ni kukaa.
Unaweza replay Kenya unasema Willis unalipiwa transport, yani unakuja kwangu mimi nakutumia Ferrari. Buda unanipigia unaniambia sina fare, unataka nitumie fare
unilipe pesa kwenda kinyozi nataka spa date, nataka kwenda kukunywa na kina Shata.
Ndio maana nimekuambia, nimeanza nikasema hii generation ya saizi hawana adabu. They have forgotten their manners. Wako na audacity nyingine, wamesahau manners nyumbani.
But what is wrong with it if it's happening for the ladies? See, we are talking about equality and thing.
I've told you one thing.
Among other things, don't get me wrong, equality is important.
When I was growing up, as far as I can remember, hadi do ya mkate, I used to go to my dad and do ya mkate, do ya maziwa, hata kama ni sweet, every single coin used to come from my dad.
But things have changed now.
Yes, that's where I'm coming.
Okay.
That's as long as I can remember. So if things have changed, if we want to change, let's switch it up. Let's switch up everything, not just at me taking care of you. If I'm taking care of you, kama madhe kitambo alikuwa ana take care of dad, na dad ana take care of mom. Si pia hapa to switch You take care of me, stay at home. You want to be a stay at home dad or man? Stay at home, do the cooking, do the cleaning. Nikitaka kuamka asubuhi, amka nipikie breko, fanya, and I will take care of you at least.
But okay, anyway, it's cool. What do you think about it?
About this topic is that I talk a lot about feminine energy and masculine energy, and I realize so many people don't understand what I mean by this. And every human being, a man and a woman, we have both feminine and masculine energy. And traditionally, the man is the provider, the protector. It's not so much of gender roles, it's just how we're conditioned and how it has been and how we are. It's nothing about it because you're a man, you have to know. It's because that's how we are set up in many aspects, psychologically and biologically as well. So traditionally, the man is the provider and the protector. The woman is the nurturer, and she grows everything, nurturing and growing and taking care and all these. So I'd say this is how things were for as long as we can remember. And like Cutie is saying, things are starting to switch up in this generation right now. The thing is, you just have to decide which energy you want to manifest largely in you as a person. If you're a man and you want to take up the role to nurture and to stay home and to be a stay-at-home dad and everything, that's completely fine. But you have to communicate exactly what it is you want. You will find a woman who's able to thrive in her masculine energy, and she's able to give that protection and that provision that you want. There's women who are like that. Siku hizi hata ukiangalia mtaani kwa esto utapata how mingi, it's the woman who stepped up. It's the woman who's paying the school fees, she's taking care of the house, she's paying the bills, she's doing nini. The guys out there are just taking advantage and whatever. In this situation whereby a man has decided they want to stay home and take care of the family, and the woman agrees, that is okay. But when it comes to where you're taking advantage, you've come as a man, you want to be seen as the head, the provider, but you're slacking, you're not doing anything. Then the woman has now to get into her masculine energy because she's not able to just be the woman and do the things the woman is supposed to do. Now she has to start paying the bills, she has to do all these. And I'm not talking about in a 50-50 situation where everybody, like Msha discuss ati mi nitakuwa nalipa rent, mi nitakuwa nafanya hivi. I mean in a very consensual relationship where everybody knows what they're supposed to do. You guys have to sit down and discuss these roles, because it's not just automatic. There's men who want to be to take the role Cutie was talking about, to just stay home and be the nurturer and everything. And there's women who are business minded. She wants to get out there, she wants to make the money, she wants to get shit done. She wants to get things done. She wants to get things done. And so it's just the balance. You have to find what you want. And this 50-50 thing, it's not the woman to do all these things and then still come home and still have to do the chores. That's why the dynamics are different. When it's the man who's taking up the masculine role and being the man of the house, then he needs to know clearly what is expected of him, what he needs to do and everything. Then other things can be 50-50, but is it really? Me personally, I like a masculine man. I like a man who
handles his business.
Who handles his business, and I have his back. I'm going to do everything else that is required of me as the woman in the relationship. I have tried to be in a relationship whereby I was forced into my masculine energy and I was paying for all these things. I was taking charge of all these things. So it gets tiring.
When you say taking charge, it is what? It is
Everything.
I mean, I don't mean being like a sponsor or being like this girl's father. I mean like handling whatever you're supposed to handle.
Like, okay.
This is in terms of the roles that you guys have discussed in your relationship. That's what I mean. Like, there's no way I expect to leave the house at 6 in the morning, come back at 10 p.m. and then you've been home the whole day, you're my man, I come and still do all the chores in the house. No, let's decide. If you want to do the chores, cool, do them. I will go out and get the money. But that's very dependent on the kind of energy a woman and a man wants to thrive in. Yeah.
Shata, what do you think about the position? The position that both QT and Roberta anasema lazima mkumu mediscuss. QT anasema Z, hawa say hapana. Wakona
tabia mbaya. Tabia mbaya tu.
Yes.
First of all,
God himself.
Handling your
yes.
Amenitoa kwa system ya ku get muscle.
Yeah.
You know, handling your business is relative in the context that you guys are talking about. Number one, what you need to know. Hakuna dem anaweza kukip mwanaume ako chini. Unaelewa?
Mwenye ako chini.
They invest. No, sio kifedha.
Oh, okay.
They see something in you. Unaona? They see potential in you. And they keep you because of that potential. Unaona? But they will never let you know you have that potential. Because they want to show you they're helping. Unaona? So you will be kept there feeling like unasaidiwa. But in reality is that this woman sees potential in you. Women put money in what they love. And whatever they love has a reason that they love. Unaona? But now coming to kept men. Already kuna watu kwa situation. Sasa leo sitawaongelea vibaya. Unaona? But the reason is why, we need to ask, why then are men willing to be kept? It was not that way kitambo, sindio? But right now men are willing to be kept. Is it bad manners like you're saying? Is it that they are lazy like they are saying? Or is it that is where society has taken them? Unaget? Say if I'm in love with you and you want us to get married and wewe ndo kuna financial capabilities za kukaa na mimi, nini na kustop? Society itakustop kuprovide ndio usikae umekeep mwanaume? And if truly you are saying we should embrace our feelings and our emotions, okay? I love you, but you can provide, I can't provide. Why should there be a problem when you keep me? Unaget? Number two, why give me conditions when you keep me? Why say that if I am getting the money, do the house chores? Do men tell that to women, that the women that stay at home mothers? Do we tell them that now because I'm providing the money, you start doing the home chores? You go out there and bring help. She tells you, maze, kukaa na watu na kufanya hizo kazi za nyumba is too much for me. Unaona, I need help. And you say, okay, let's employ a house help. And you bring house help on board. Okay? Why can't it then be, if truly you want to keep a man, and he says, enyewe, hata wewe unajua kufanya hizi vitu zote zinanishinda, kufua nini, sawa, niandikie house help. Okay? Na ukae hapo. That is the society they want. Unaona, that is the society they want, but it cannot be achieved. Unaelewa? Number one, men, now I keep saying this thing and people think I'm joking. Men will be kept because men are slaves. You are a slave to everything apart from yourself. You are a slave to your government, you are a slave to your wife, you are a slave to your family, you are a slave to your friends, you are a slave to anyone. But apart from you, you don't listen to you. You don't take orders from you. You take orders from around. Because truly if a man was to be able to manifest, I say there is a reason as to why men don't go to menopause. The ideal age of a man to get married is 45. When you are no longer a boy, when you are a man.
45.
That is the busy. Let me tell you something. Yeah. If you are marrying at 25, you are still a boy. And a boy cannot raise a man. A boy will raise a boy. Okay? If you are 45,
what about those who have been married at 25 and they're watching this 10 years?
I have been there. I have married below. Listen, I'm telling you, and if you are watching and you are not yet married, please learn from us. Learn from us. We did it early. And we are boys raising boys. A man that is completely a grown-up man Mtami karibu niseme sorry kwa sababu ya kitu nimeenda kusema hapo. A complete man ni mtu ashamaliza starehe. At 45 man, you know what you want in life. Unaget, hutakuwa na hizi crisis za kutaka kukipiwa na mdem, hakuprovidea kufanyia nini. But society does not let you enjoy who you are. At 45 you've experienced everything. You've been all over heartbreaks, you've been kukosa kazi, kupata kufutwa kazi, sawa. So then ukipata mtu at that moment ukianza kuishi na yeye, hata akiona crisis zake, you know you've been there, you know how to handle that crisis, sawa. Kama uko na mtu huyu unamlea, ushaona kila kitu, every possible outcome, umekuwa na time ya kuifikiria, sawa. But no, it can never. You are told where life expectancy is 60 bana. What are you doing? Where are at 20? Sawa. Kuwa slave hapo, anza kulea wife na mtoi. Piga usuluhu yako, kwambia slavery ingerudi kwa hii dunia, Kenyan men tungepelekwa TV America straight tuko kazi. Because we've been cultured to be slaves. Totally. Now, truly, men used to provide. Okay, so back to the topic. Men used to provide kiukweli zamani.
Well, welcome back.
Yes. Because traditionally,
yes,
though not right, jobs were a men domain. It was men that were given jobs. It was men that were taken to school. Unaget, so the only thing women could do was stay at home. Unaelewa? But now that has changed, the industry ya kazi is competitive, that men and women are getting it. If there is a man out here that is willing to be kept, he should not be judged. He should be let to enjoy his life. And if that woman is willing to do the same, she should not be judged by anyone. If she decides to keep a man, let her be. Sawa. Yeah, man.
So kama ni kukeep watu wa
bila conditions. Bila conditions.
Willis,
but yes,
to agree to kitu moja. The question is, are you a kept man by choice or by circumstance? As I have said, tunaweza kuwa tulikuwa happily married, everything is going good, you're working, I'm working, I'm bringing in 20%, you're bringing in 80 or 50-50, whichever the case, it could be that way. But there are this kind of men who just want to be kept, and that is what Shatta is trying to say, that a man should, as a man, unataka kuwekwa, unataka kukaa kwa nyumba yani I don't get that part. You cannot, na wacha nikwambie, the minute a woman keeps a man, disrespect hapo inaingia tu mara moja, it just comes, Willis. Tuambiane tu maukwelo, hakuna venye uteka mse kwa hao na umrespect. Disrespect ukuja whether by choice or by circumstance, you will never respect. Inafika gamali unaanza kuona umse ni burden bana, umse ni burden and kula kichwa, I just need him to
mbona wanaume wana
excuse. Unaweza kwa sababu
mbona sisi
tutakuja hapo
na tunarudi hapo bado, Willis, tunarudi bado pale. We just going back to venye tunasema it's something that tume grow up now, it's a tradition. Mimi nakwambia ndio nasema
wait, let's use your argument. No, let's use there are traditions we've grown up with and we've agreed
that they are wrong. Yes, they are wrong. Yes. And I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying those are things that we've grown up with. Hatukuwa na hizo equal chances, but saizi Willis, kila mtu ako job. Kwa industry unapata hapa tuko 50-50. Kama ni kwa ofisi unapata 5 women, 5 men. Kitambo ulikuwa unapata only one woman na alikuwa things have totally changed. So we accept this. If you're going to be a kept man, trust you me, disrespect is going to be the order of that house. Hakuna vile mwanamke ataku, it can never be the same way, Willis. If we were the same way, then things would be so different. That's why you have your role to play, which is relative in this case. Uko na role yako, mimi niko na role yangu. As a man of the house, you have your own role. But there's something about, even if, Willis, it doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire for you to take care of me or just to try. Kuna wale wase wanaendaga job na anapata hiyo roabe na atarudi nayo kwa hao. Hiyo already ni heshima, hiyo ni points zimeshaingia. You don't need to be a millionaire. I don't need you to go and earn 200k or 500k a month for me to do all that. It comes with hiyo tu effort. Yani there's just something about a man who goes out to get it. Yani kuna tu kitu about, unakaa tu hivi mnatoka naye morning, ama hata kama atatoka ngware, hata kama atarudi home mbele yako saa 8, it's still fine. Ametoka, ameenda amefanya ile kitu. But hii kukaa kejani ati nikubali. Shatta anajaribu kuambia maboy child wakae home, waekwe, and it's okay. Hapo sasa.
I need to respond. I've been mentioned twice.
Let me just remind people the question. Here's the question of the day. The question of the day is, do you think it is okay to be kept to be a kept man. You're kept tumeweka in quotes or parentheses. Yes, do you think it's okay to be a kept man? The SMS line is 22422. The hashtag to use is daybreak. Shatta, you said you've been adversely mentioned.
Yes.
Several. And then,
okay. Haraka tu. Number 1. I have said men are slaves. What QT has said has just proved that if you are not a slave, I will not respect you. If you are not providing, I will not respect you. If I'm the one providing, why is it not opposite then, that the men that provide in houses, why do they respect their wives then? Okay? Why is it that I must provide for you to respect me? Eh? That is number 1. Number 2, I am not trying to say, I am saying that if a man has decided to be kept, it is his life. And we have no business judging his life. Bana mtu anataka kujudge mwanaume mama kuwekwa, aambie serikali mpatie kazi. Sawa, huyo ako na time mingi ya kuharibu. What you choose to do with your life is up to you. Unaona? But when you decide to be kept, know that these are the things you're going to go through. Number 1, you will be disrespected because they don't know how to respect a person that is not providing. Unaona? Therefore, do we need to teach them to respect a person that is not providing? That is the question. Do people need to learn that? Because if men can respect a person that is not providing, they too are supposed to be able to respect.
Respect is earned. You cannot demand respect. It's earned. It just comes.
In what way?
Respect
if
is
I was
earned.
to ask, Cindy, because
generally in life, respect is earned. You can't force respect. You can't force issues.
But
if the woman is not providing,
yes,
we still respect her.
We do.
Cindy,
yes.
So when I'm not providing,
I should also be respected.
Let me get back to you. In the issue of respecting men who are not providing, men also don't have respect for women who are not nurturing. It's when you're not a woman who does chores. If you say, I don't cook, men don't respect you. If you say you're a woman who doesn't like to work, men still don't respect you. So all these things are very relative. Something we need to understand is that we're already different as individuals, and the dynamics between a man and a woman are very different. Okay. The way a man reasons and the way a woman reasons are very different. Our problems are very different. Our experiences are very, very different. The things that I am wired to be interested in as a woman are very different from societal pressure, from external things, everything. They're very, very different. So even without bringing the traditional aspect of roles, because some of these gender roles, they're not even gender roles, these survival things. Like, as a man, you need to know how to cook. As a woman, you should be able to take care of yourself, whether there's a man in your life, whether there's a man in your life or not. So these things, they just boil down to communication and individual understanding. You guys need to talk to each other and understand. I'd say I have no problem with what Shatta is saying, because if I as a woman decide that I am going to provide for my family and this is the role that I am taking in this family, then that's it. I should not be disrespectful towards my man who has decided to stay home and take care of the family, because this is something we have decided as a family together. Nikki decide, Mimi Roberta, I'm going to make the money. Then how are you going to help this family? Because it's not like, it's not supposed to be one person doing everything. Like, we're supposed to grow up communal in societies whereby we're able to help each other. So if this man decides he does not want to take up the role whereby he's providing and protecting and it's okay, let's talk about it. So Shatta, as my boyfriend, what do you want to do in this relationship? Do you want to just sit home and watch? Do you want to sit home and watch Viusasa? Okay, cool. And what else? Because that's not it. We will have some conflict. Let's just be honest. We'll have some conflict whereby I'm doing everything, because sister, what's the point? If I'm a woman, I can cook for myself, I can clean for myself, I can do everything, I can pay my bills.
No, that's
then
not
what
automatic.
do I need you
that
for?
Cooking and cleaning is not automatic.
I'm just saying, like, it's just an example of some of the roles that are there in the family. It's like paying school fees, like very different things. I'm just mentioning them as examples.
There's just some feedback here I'd like to get to mention about what all of you all have said. One, kuna hapa hivi mrembo anaitwa Sugar V.
Fire.
Anasema ubaya ya wababa unataka kuwekwa lakini you don't want to help around the house. You still want to be the head of the house, but you're still doing anything but function at the junction. and we're talking about it like it's rare. Watu wanawekwa but mademu wao wanacheza chini.
Yes,
so that they don't lose their masculinity. It's the reality. Na amesema Roberta umetoa point. I've had to change the wording. umetoa point ukisema you don't cook or clean as a woman unashukishiwa. It doesn't matter even if you have a PhD. I remember even the current CS of Sports Ambassador Amina said at the time that wakati alikuwa anaenda home alikuwa na drop UCS naingia kwa kitchen anapika. And guys are like wow model woman. But what would be wrong, for example, with coming home, you've had a heavy day, wewe ni CS, CEO, daktari, surgeon, whatever, na upate mwanamke wako amekuwekelea some chakula juu unamsaidianga sana.
Asante Willis.
Do you agree? Shata mbona unaangalia hivyo? Do you agree first of all that kuna wanaume wengi even today wamewekwa lakini girl child wanacheza tu chini?
Wengi sana.
Wengi.
And that is what I am talking about here. Unajua kwa nini wananyeka chini? Society will judge them. A woman that is keeping a man will be deemed desperate. Sawa. Also, that man will lose respect kwa hiyo society. Unaona? So for them to appear normal, they have to act abnormal.
They have to pretend
they have to act abnormal. Mmeenda kwa bar ama mmeenda kwa hoteli kukula, dem ndo akona do, anakupatia do chini ya meza ulipe. Unaona ati wewe hawezi lipa. Hizo ni vitu zinafaa kutolewa kwa akili za watu. Unaona, those are things that we've grown up with and we are saying those are wrong things that lead people to depression, to mental instability. Yani let people be natural. Dunia imefika hapo that mademu wako na do. Unaona, they should not shy from showing that money. Unaget, but in showing that money they should not be disrespectful about it. Hiyo ndio tunasema. Hata mimi nikienda kwa hoteli na demu yangu niende kulipa bill, si amkangi naanza kushautia watu. Check in na mimi ndo nalipa bill. Unaget, it should be a normal thing. It should be a very normal process. That okay. For example, I know families that maybe ana ndo fulani na wife ana ndo mingi kumliko na wako na maybe wanapeleka watu daycare wanaona ni expensive sana ama hata watu hiyo party kia poa, wanakaa chini, you discuss. We say check maze, una mekido mimi na mekido. One of us has to leave this job to chungia watu, isn't it? And the man says fine, I'll do it. Because why? You making more money. Unaelewa Because the biggest problem we have in this society is that sisi utafutana badala ya kutafuta. Sisi tulikuja kutafuta pesa, sio kutafuta watu. Sawa? The moment you are with your wife na mnaona enyewe mimi nikikaa home nilea watu iko sawa na yeye akifanya job iko sawa, you should be okay with that. And people shouldn't judge you. Unaona? And when she does that, she pia na yeye afai kukuja anza kukwambia nimekuweka na nakuprovide yago yani mwanaume ina gani. I am saying this, the time society narrowed down a man to provision is where the problem started. That is where the rain started beating us. We need to go back to that. Okay? Because when a man was narrowed down to provision, the woman was not able to provide. Now she can provide. Unaona? Let's make it normal for her to provide. Let's make it normal for the man to take care of his children. It's not the woman's children. Ni wao wote. Unaona? And if I can take better care of my children than my wife because she's not available, she's working, nobody should be vilifying me, only telling me nimewekwa and I am a weak man.
Right, then men need to be able to stand up and accept what it is that they want. Like, do not get into relationships under the guise of, I want to be this, I want to be this, I'm going to do this, and then you start slacking and then say you become that Viusasa boyfriend. Just say in this relationship, this is what I'm able to do, this is what I want, this is, and look for a woman who's compatible with you. Do not go for a woman who wants a man who's able to provide, because that's where the disrespect starts and the conflict, because you don't understand each other. Wewe unaendea dem mwenye anaweza jifanyia all these things and then you want to do nothing. The relationship becomes null and void, because I have been in a relationship whereby I was doing everything, and at first there wasn't no problem because I have the money, I have the, I'm good, it's okay. But it starts feeling like a burden when it's okay. So now what are we doing here? Because when I'm without you, I'm okay. I'm just the way I am as I am with you. There has to be some progress, there has to be some growth, there has to be good feelings and happiness and all this. So that's how I realized the kind of woman I am and the kind of man I am looking for. So I know not to settle for a man who wants to be provided for. That's for me.
Right.
I don't have a problem taking care of my man because there's situations and circumstances and all, but I am not the type of girl who's going to go for a man who wants to be kept. Same as there's a man who wants a traditional woman. There's a man out there who wants, you know, I'll take care of you, I'll take care of everything, I'll pay the bills, I'll take care of the kids, I'll do this, I'll do this.
From my county.
I'll do this. It's true.
That's it, baby. Don't do anything.
There's men who are like that, and these men, they tend to be turned off by women who, you know, are go-getters. She's staying at the office for 9 hours every day. She goes to get it. They just want their woman to. So there's very different people. You guys just need to know what you want and agree. Do not go for a girl who doesn't want to take care of you and then you start trying to make her. You'll hate each other at the end.
Before QT and then Shatta, there's some feedback here. I see on some tweets coming in. Zani Edward says, a man should not be kept at any given cost. Respect is always earned. Man's respect is earned on his provision, while woman's respect on her normal duties. Okay. I don't know about the normal duties part, but all right. Onuka_Wilson, a man should always find something to do, however much little it is. Being kept is a bad omen or omena. Ni kama kuolewa. All right. Baite meruke. Willis, wacha nikuambie. Huwezi weka mwanaume. Mimi a certain mama kept me for a month na singeendelea. Maze unatumwa kwa shop kama Kipi.
Kipi is a small boy.
Kipi ni small boy. Sex ni yeye anataka control. You just can't keep a lion.
Man,
a lion. Roll with a thing, man. Flavian_Mulama, to be a kept man, null and void. Hey, ab initio. Somebody case dismissed. Hey, ab initio. Watu wana malugha. Baraza Kefa, it's not okay, but bills are killing men. Now the only thing you're dying of ni you want not to look like you're kept. At divorce we share 50. But kwa kutafuta, it's a man only. It's traditional and let's embrace civilization. Wife akipata do na hakuna ubad akiprovide. All right. Njika Felix, kept men must realize they have an expiry date by which they might be tired of their keeper or their keeper might be tired of them. That's the last one? All right, keep on tweeting using the hashtag Daybreak and SMS 22422. QT, you wanted to say something and also you can add based on the feedback you've seen.
Yeah, so Willis, here's the thing, truth be said, it is what it is. It is what it is, and the better you accept it, the sooner for you. So here's the thing. Ile research ilitoka juzi hapa ya suicide, zile namba za suicide. Yes. Actually, it was more men than women.
Yes.
And do you know why? Because the way Shatta is putting it out, a man should be comfortable if he wants to be kept, which is okay. But at the end of the day, you can only lie to so many people out there. But are you okay? You yourself, you as a man, are you okay with being kept? That's the big question. That's the part that we are overlooking. We can judge him all you want, but does he want to be kept? Is he okay akienda kwa bed usiku? Unajua hapo sasa ndio depression uingia. Ukiwa na wasee huku nje, uko sawa, una shout my boys nini, but at the end of the day, ukiwa solo hapo kwa bed, are you okay? Are you in a position that you're going to tell yourself, oh, I'm so proud of yourself, I'm okay? Even for chicks, I am sure hakuna dem mwenye utakagati ile kuwekwa 100%. Kuna zile vitu tu ndogo ndogo unataka kujifanyia, not 100%. Hata wale madem mwenye uwekwa, kuna ile pride ya you just want to do a little bit of something even if it's 10%. So for the men, I just say this, I'd urge you, don't be kept by a woman. I was talking to someone who's been married for like 10 years. Alisema there was one time job yake ilikatika, lakini hiyo nyumba anasema okay, the wife was okay, she was taking care of everything, lakini amesema kitu moja, tumadharau tudogo enye zaman yeye azikuwa zinambamba, so unaweza kuwa kept na bado uko depressed na aliendelea tu una get, so you can be depressed and you can be so thinking that you can be kept and you're going to be okay. Pia unaweza kuwa kept na uko depressed juu yenyewe zile madharau zenye unafanywa pale, kwa hiyo hao pia wewe mwenyewe unaweza jidharau kama mwanaume.
My question is this,
yes.
And let's take all things in consideration. I think Roberta has mentioned it, Shatta has mentioned it, but I want to try to condense all the points you've made. So let's say a dude has decided, sawa, maybe I'll be kept. Whether he goes and comes back with the Ruabe you're talking about, that's his, it's his Ruabe. Let dudes be ladies for one moment. Waseme tu mimi ni Ruabe yangu, this is what I bring, nimekaa that's it. But I still want to be kept.
Sawa.
My question is, how come this disrespect, madharau, hizi vitu zinatokea? But when it's the other way around, like Shatta was saying, if I'm the dude and I'm doing everything for you, you don't even lift a finger. Nothing. Hata toke na ulipi stima.
It is what it is.
And still that's okay, but if it's a man who's doing it, all of a sudden huyu sasa tutamdharau, and then the
madharau comes in,
society,
it's
ndio maana nimekwambia it is what it is. That's why nimekwambia, nimeanza nikasema
it should not be what it is.
Willie says the thing, and I'll tell you the truth. As a woman nita appreciate your roabe venye tu nimesema. I will appreciate you going out there and getting that 200 bob, even if you won't pay the tokens or you won't do anything. You're not staying in the house all day and just chilling. There's something about
so you can keep a man who has a job lakini maybe
sawa,
it's not
that's fine. But there's something inakuja kwa mind akikatu kwa hao. Kuna tu kitu mbaya tu na umedecide wewe mwenyewe, hata si circumstance. Umedecide wewe, by the way, mimi nataka kuwekwa Buda, cheki, rudi kwa bokoro wa yumi si mokoro.
Lakini utaki kunacha, utaki kulewa toi.
Noma, ngori.
Move fast. Sasa ninaanza kuongea.
Okay, go ahead my brother.
We will not excuse narcissism in the name of women. Unaona? Disrespect is disrespect. Whether it's because you're providing or not. You providing does not give you the right to disrespect me.
Yeah.
You get? If you're disrespecting me, it just means you're a bad person.
Yeah.
And you've been badly cultured. That is it. Disrespect does not have to be quoted. You're just a bad person that decides you will not respect people that do not have money. And if you don't respect your man because he does not have money, you will also not respect people out there who don't have money.
Because they don't have money.
You know, get? Because respect does not need to come from a point of having something. Unaelewa? If this man is respect is a reciprocal receipt. If you respect me, I should respect you back, regardless of your income or your social status. Unaelewa? Now, what I said, what Roberto is spoken about as a boyfriend that is being provided for by a girl, I was talking of a family, a complete family already, a husband and a wife. Unaelewa? If I were to advise boys right now that are not yet married, please, the society is not ready to embrace men that are kept. Unaona? Therefore, look for money. You need it a lot. Unaget? But if you're already in a relationship, this also, let's not leave it to men also to approach women. Women approach men. Yeah, unaka hivi when dem and you like this guy and you approach him and you say, you know what, Shatta, I think I like you. We should do something. We should hang out. Let's have coffee. She can do it. And maybe say she has more money than me. Then if the feelings grow, it gets to a point to want to get married. Now I won't leave her because she has more money. Akinikatia bado alikuwa na hiyo do. Unaona? Na hata maybe kwa na hiyo do akinikatia, maybe alipata kazi kubwa tukiwa bado tuna date. Sasa I will leave my woman because she's found money somewhere more than me. I will not. It is for women to know that it is okay to respect men that do not have more money than you. It is said that women date upwards. If she was 1 million in her account, she will look for a person that has 1 million and 1 shilling above. Now they need to be told it is okay to date downward also. If it is okay for men to do the same, it is the equality you're talking about. If it is okay for men to do it, it is okay for them to do also.
Okay, though equality is broader.
There is equality and equity.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, interesting fact here, Pia. Thinking about how long it took people to understand that even being a housewife is actually work.
Yes, and being a house husband also.
But wanasema men can't handle hiyo kama dharau kitu alikuwa anasema kale kama dharau
katoke wapi
from society when someone else providing financially. So when you think about those situations, and I think you're itching first to reply to Shatta.
No, it's fine. I just can't. Achana nayo. Aizi saidika huyo.
Oh my goodness me. So what is the way forward then? Because we have just a few minutes to wrap up. Because there are those who are watching right now. There are different categories of women and men who are watching. There is a woman who is indeed keeping the man, but ameweka chini ya maji because of what Shatta said, afraid of disrespect and stuff. So there's the man who is actually being kept, there's the man who wants to be kept, and there's the woman who is tired of keeping. There are 4 people we need to talk to as we start.
As we wrap up, yes. I'll just say this. If you are my husband and we were okay, job yako ikatike and things go bad, I will be there. I will step up. I will do all that. Tumekuwa, we've been through hell and we are back, and now I have to step up. That's a totally different case, and I want to make that clear. That's different. Not just because Shatta is saying disrespecting a man who has less money. That's not the case here. That's okay. For you to have less money, for you to earn less than I'm earning, that's okay. That's a perfect setup of a normal relationship. My only problem, and the only problem I have, is with this upcoming generation. So this one goes out to everyone that is raising, especially if you're raising a man. I think you have the hardest job out there, because this generation that is coming up, they just want to be kept. They want to sit down. So for me as Cutie, I'm not going to keep a boy. I will not do that. But if you're a man and we are together and things go bad, I will step up. That's the big difference that I agree. I agree I'm going to step up as the wife of the house, but I'm not going to step up for a boy who wants to sit down and watch movies and be kept. That one I refuse to do.
All right, I'm a kata. Roberta.
I feel like this is it becomes a gender conflict thing, whereby men want to argue that working hard is very, very difficult, and women want to argue that nurturing and taking care of the home is very, very difficult. And because we've not been able to ever switch roles, we do not understand each other. Hakuna yo, like just someone said, being a housewife is a lot of work, but when you're out there, it's very difficult for you to understand how nurturing the home is difficult. So it's often dismissed as not being work. And for the man who's out there consistently, trying to bring the paper home, he's like, wo meshinda home. You don't know what it's like out there to struggle and to be able to bring back this money. So it shouldn't be a conflict thing. It's just we need to come to a consensus and agree with each other and understand everyone's role is difficult. No one else is having it easy. It's not that when you go out there, it's easier for you. Even me as a woman who's working in corporate, it's very, very difficult. And still working in the home, it's very, very difficult. Having to do all this, it's very difficult. So in relationships, let's try to make work easier for each other. We are all trying to survive. It's not that let's abolish these gender roles. It's just survival roles. We're all trying to get by to the next day. So let's take care of each other. We're scared, especially in relationships, to discuss things like money and funds and roles and who's gonna pay for what, but these are things you need to discuss even just with people that you're sleeping with, so that if anything happens, you know what's gonna go how. Because kuna consequences here, all these things. And if you guys are not ready to have these conversations, this is where the conflict comes in. I stay in the house, I clean all day, you're never here, we don't understand each other because we've never been in each other's shoes. Right now, women are making money, they're going out there, they're doing their own thing. So most women have this notion whereby if I can already do all these things for myself, what else do I need a man for? Because traditionally, the man was a provider, the man was a protector. And I just say that for the men who want to be kept, for the men who want to be in this situation whereby they're able to stay home and do the nurturing, it's okay. Just be very clear with your intentions. Say what it is that you want, say what it is that you expect from your relationship, and you guys have this conversation. If your lady is not willing to go with that, fine. Find someone else who will. Do not try to change this woman. Umekam ukampata life inaendelea hivi. Now you want to try and change all the dynamics and she's used to something else. This goes vice versa as well. If you find a man who's just elewaneni, and you guys need to be able to have these conversations so that instead of it being a conflict, it's somewhere where you're able to meet each other in the middle and discuss, this is what I want, this is what I expect.
All right, Shatta boy.
Iko hivi tukimalizia. Kuna advice nilikuwa napatia wasanii tukiwa theater tukiact. It's very simple. If you see an audition form or poster, they've said they want a guy with an afro, and you don't have that afro, but you see unaona fit hizi vitu zingine, don't go to that audition thinking they will see you and change. Now we do no longer want an afro guy, we want to use Willis na dread yake. You see, they will still want the afro guy because they know what they want. Okay, you too, when you get into a relationship with a woman, she knows what she wants. Don't go there thinking she will change when she sees me. If you go into a relationship with a man, don't think he will change after seeing you and want a woman that looks like you. He knows what he wants. And if you are not that person that he wants, he will not keep you. And if you are not that person that this woman wants, she will not keep you. Okay? These are conversations you need to have. And when we say society, that we are society. And those ideas that society has were created like this, in sittings like this. They were made normal in these sittings. So today we can decide to debunk those, the norms of the society, and say, because right now everything appears to be equal, including provision, it should be equal. Okay? And when you are a woman providing for a man, there is nothing to be ashamed of. If we go to an hotel, you pay the bill, it's okay. If you are living in the house and you're paying the bill, just pay it. Unaelewa? And if you are a man that is being provided for, there is nothing to be ashamed of. But the whole, at the end of it all, just don't get comfortable. Okay? Look for something to do. Just like women that are being kept, look for something to do as well. So it is very good when you see your partner trying to help you in 1, 2, 3 things. Unaelewa? But basically tuko kwa hii dunia tuishi vizuri. Sawa? Sio kukemeana huku nje.
Relative. Tuishi vizuri relative. But anyway, it's okay. Well, like I say, thank you so much. Quickly, Ibra tunasema tu kama hizo tu nizipitie tu haraka. Thank you very much. All right, Jam at KE. I won't say I'm kept. I lost my job immediately after COVID-19 came. My lady works far and I'm left alone with our 4-year-old boy, baby girl. I do everything for her, including washing, bathing, taking her to school. But when the mother is around, she takes care of everything. So that's a balance of what Pushipo and Shat was saying. Yani 50-50, yani munakubaliana, as Roberto was saying. And QT gave that example well. So Kevin Farm, surprisingly, I think he meant to say it, I've never heard of a man who left the wife because of brokenness, but these women of today will leave you at the slightest opportunity of income loss, never allowed to be kept. Kanairo, Amayo Bolokas 1, it's even better to be single than being kept. A man must work hard, and it's even written in the Bible. Well, you check my stories today, the Bible had some interesting dynamics. Rayson, shut up boy, mana, nini mbaya? Unless a man is crippled and unfunctional, there is no other reason to be kept. Shut up, boy.
Yeah, man.
Sio wino Chris. Mwanaume unatoa wapi nguvu ya kuwekwa? Yeah? Oima. Is that it? That's the last one? All right, cool. Well, like we always say, Hapa Hivi, it's very simple. At the end of the day, as much as tutasema he, you are the one who knows how your relationship is. So sit down and discuss. If at the end of your discussion, you agree that you will keep the man, by all means, usije ukasikiza watu wengine na ukuwe na respect, ikuwe mutual, because you sat down and discussed. And even if you agree, na ifike a place usema, sasa pia nimechoka kukuweka, jaribu kufanya kakitu. Again, it's not written in stone, it can be amended. But the main important thing is communicate what it is that you want. Sindio, usisikie pressure ya society, ya Shatta na QT na Roberta na Willis, but all is well. Shatta Boy and Ann QT works tiki-taka every single day on Radio Citizen from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you think this is crazy, listen to their show. They have DJ Rambo as well. Itakuwa hapo sana. Make sure you read and subscribe to Roberta's blog. It's called Love and Orgasms. Wase someni
moto
mujue na majambos. Peace and love. Manchester United ni so. Yes. Cristiano Ronaldo is in the game.
Thank you.
Na Mungu anakupenda sana.